products of the fast food and .com era, we've lost touch with where our food comes from and the sacrifices made to get it to our plates. Have you ever stopped to ask where your food comes from? Food is something that we are all dependent upon, and much of our personalities are informed by our relationship with food. The communal sharing of meals links our lives, and we make statements, both personal and political, sometimes unknowingly, through our food choices. What we decide to eat or not speaks not only of our personal preferences, but also of our lifestyle, upbringing, and community.
There's a nice laying hen for you.
She's beautiful.
I'm Jeff Singer, went to school and grew up in Edmonton in the city, went to university, commerce degree, science degree. My wife and I got married and then had our first daughter in Calgary and decided we didn't like it. So we thought it was time to try something different, and very different was to move onto a farm an hour northwest of Edmonton. Who's been drinking all of our milk? Has that been you? We came to the country for a better quality of life. The city living wasn't right up our alley. It was too sterile, there was no interaction with nature, and we both sort of liked that sort of thing. I quit accounting altogether and bought, with a partner, a slaughterhouse called Sangudo Custom Meat Packers, and that's what I do Monday to Saturday now. If you just apply some pretty heavy pressure there, we want to move this carcass. So we would buy a few animals here and there and process them and sell them to friends and family in the city. And then we, 3.5 years ago, we started working with local Edmonton restaurants. And this is like a breaking knife. Drive the knife in there all the way through to the other side. When it's things that the consumer puts inside their body and needs sort of the highest quality to avoid themselves becoming ill, bigger isn't better in agriculture or in food processing. Let's try and push it through the saw nice and square. Yeah. Heather and I had to deprogram ourselves from that whole worldview that an expert does this and I don't do that. I can't kill a chicken and make a chicken dinner. It's too hard. More people that believe they can, that want to be independent, and actually believe in quality, because when you're doing it yourself, you can custom cater the food that you grow to your palate. It's not that hard, you just have to have the resolve to go out and do it. If more people focused on growing their own food, we'd all be better off. We'd have more advocates for healthy food and more people understanding what goes into food production.
I'm Corey Meyer. I own and operate ACME Meat Market. I've been in the business now for 18 years, working here at ACME Meat Market, which has been in business since 1921, so there's a long history for the store. What set ACME apart from the other places was just the feeling of community. You know, the customers that come in here, they're second and third generation of their family shopping at ACME Meats. I'm constantly being educated by the producers about the raising of the animals and the treatment of them, which is a huge part of it. The more that we can learn from the producers, we can pass that along to the consumer. Today we're going to be getting your tenderloin, which comes out of the hindquarters.
Pick it right up.
All right, this here is your tenderloin, which comes off the long loin. I don't know if it's considered a philosophy, but try and use everything. The way I look at it is these animals are giving their lives for us, so use as much of the animal as we possibly can. And we have our tenderloin. I'll shorten this side up and then cut it into medallions for you.
Sure.
So you can see there the grains of the meat. So you want to cut against it. So do you think about that thickness?
Yeah, that's perfect. To look like steak.
Mm-hmm. A real piece of steak. All right, so there you go, Katie.
Thank you so much, Corey.
You bet.
Have a good day.
Bye now.